This is the TJ Show. Hey, Sharon in Arkansas, is that you?
Yes.
I saw these people I hadn't seen in years, and they asked me how I'm doing. We were catching up. They asked me, how are your kids? And I gave them a real answer. I said, they're doing great. I said, I could use a little bit more patience, but that's a work in progress. And it got awkward. My wife Jess said, well, they're not asking about your parenting. They just want a simple answer, a one-word answer. And I said, well, can't you be real with your answers? And apparently that's not accepted.
Well, I was just going to say, I work in retail as a manager and in and out of the registers. But I tell you what, I don't think it matters the setting because somebody can tell me their whole life story in 30 seconds of me checking them out. And some days I feel like I'm their therapist, and I just go, well, I'm really sorry about that. And when I ask people about how their day is going, I really want to know, how are you doing?
Now, Sharon, do you appreciate when someone tells you the truth and they tell you their whole life story in 30 seconds?
I had a lady come in yesterday. She had a black eye. And I said, oh, sweetie. I said, what happened? And she just kind of chuckled, and I could tell she didn't want to talk about it. I said, oh, that's okay. You don't have to talk about it. And she goes, no, it's fine. She goes, it's my husband, but I'm getting divorced. And,
Wow.
In that moment, I gave her a hug, and I think I just kind of lifted her day a little bit. So, I do enjoy people telling me the real truth, and that's like my most satisfying part of my job is getting to talk to people and help them and make sure they have a better day.
Yeah, in that moment, I'm sure she felt seen, so that's great that you were there.
Sharon, the reality is you just said that, and I winced. I got uncomfortable with the truth for a moment. And, my initial reaction is like, oh, well, why? That came up. That must have been really awkward. But then when you think about it, maybe exactly what she needed was that hug from you in that moment. And that's so beautiful that you're ready and willing to go above the call of duty of just, scanning items. You were a friend to that woman in that moment. You were a support. And, it's not like she ran away saying, no, I don't want your hug. She took your hug, right?
Yeah, it was a little just side hug. I just kind of patted her, and I was like, it'll be okay,
Wow. Well, listen, that's powerful. And thank you for sharing that. And keep loving on people the way you're loving on people, Sharon.